Hello everybody. It's been a while. I've been very, 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 very sick. I can't stress enough. Very sick. So I haven't answered anybody back. Just a very, 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 very few people, at least 2 to 3 people, if that, that I consider family. I've kept it close-knit, quiet. My sister, bless her, she sat with me every day and she got me through it. I still have some issues I'm working through. I've been cleared by almost every doctor that I've seen. So we've come to an understanding that it's a spiritual attachment. Spiritual attachment isn't the stuff that you see on TV. It can break you down physically and it can break you down mentally, but you're not going to grow whiskers and your head's not going to spin and you're not going to puke green stuff. No. You literally just lose yourself a little bit each day. And that's where I was, with all the cases that I had been doing locally, online. It took so much out of me that it physically broke me down. And it walloped me pretty bad. And I've lost about 40 pounds, and not being able to eat, not being able to sleep, not being able to breathe, not being able to swallow. When I do cases that are murder cases, I get in the places where there's damage, I will be affected there. And I've done a lot of cases that have to do with strangulation, your throat being cut, all that kind of stuff. It literally takes a physical empath to a place where they have to more or less sacrifice their energy to help people. And I've done it for so long, it was like a building toppled over me and suffocated me. And to get to that point for me, I've taken a break. I'm not doing any cases for a while. Me being clairvoyant medium, I still get those things. I'm on Facebook here and there. I do repeat what I hear, and I still do psychic workings, but I don't do murder cases right now. I'm not doing murder cases, so please, anybody after this video is made, respect the fact that I said I'm not doing murder cases right now, because I can't have my cup empty and keep working until the fact that I'm no even good to my children anymore. I won't do that. So please, after this video is posted, do not message me anything like that to do cases, because that's why I haven't answered anybody back, because I need to get myself at 1,000%, not 100, 1,000. I need that aspect of time for myself. My family has been my #1 support group. There's a few people on Facebook. I just posted a message on Facebook, my Facebook, explaining why I haven't been on in the last few months on any platform of social media, anything like that. So this is my second posting on here now to let all of you guys know that what I've been going through. The spiritual aspect of it, healing isn't just with salt, taking salt baths or using Mother Earth to cleanse you, your aura, which would be sage. It goes deeper than that. You have to cut energetic flows off. You have to stop the energy that's to be taken from you, from that spirit you work with. You have to literally sever it like a cord, and you have to do that. You have to meditate. You have to eat very healthy. You have to do so many different things inward, not on the outside world. It's taken me a few months to get that far and catch up on my sleep, and being able to sleep more than 4 hours a night is a blessing. I didn't think my sleeping habits were that bothersome before, but boy, oh boy, was I wrong. everybody can be different in healing. Being a physical empath is one of the most severe kind, because this isn't a game. It isn't fun. A lot of people don't realize on all the things I miss out on. I miss out on basic human touch, because I pick up on how people hate, how they're angry, how they're sad. So it's hard to touch people, so I don't. I went to the historical site in my area the other day, and I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's an actual marking here. This morning I had sent out a picture to my sister, and I touched a chest, a copper chest that the soldiers carried their weaponry in, and it literally, I just touched it, waved my hand over it, because it's a blessing to touch something that was so historical. And soon after, I got a bad headache, and I woke up with eye socket pain and a big red mark across my face here. I have makeup on now, so you probably won't be able to see it that well. Those on my Facebook will see it after. It's sometimes it can feel like a curse and not a blessing. People think that the unknown is so amazingly cool and fun, but when you miss out on the basic things in life, you really don't. You miss out on life. And to sacrifice my energy all the time for strangers, because that's my path in life. But I also have to come to an understanding that I'm important too, and I need to not sacrifice anymore as much as I have. It's literally broke me the last few months to the point where I was so sick that I honestly didn't think that I was going to come back from it this time. When you are a medium and you are more than one type, you are exposing yourself to a form of energetic flow that you have to give yourself. It's like sacrificing your energy field. We all have an energy field around us. And when a spirit uses your energy for so long, you literally can poke holes in your aura and become vulnerable. And it's not fun once you hit a point, a stage that you are vulnerable to other aspects of spirits. Spirits can come over in pairs, they can come over in groups, and when they come over in groups and they all want to talk, that's when you literally are going to sacrifice your energy field to a level of severity that you can just open yourself up to such. If, say, you have 5 spirits that come over and they all want to talk, and this one was murdered, and this one died of cancer, and this one, you have to take on all them aspects of all the spirits and what they had and what they felt, their sicknesses. That's why I can't be around cancer patients, because I will physically be ill for days and days and days. The more spiritual work you do, the longer you become sick. I used to only get sick for a 3-day period, and then it became 7 days and then longer, and now it's even as much as, like I said, touching people or just basic human, emotion of love. If someone's heart is so broken and they hug me and I hug them back because they need it, I take on their heartache, and it literally will stick with me all day, and I have to mentally take that on. That's just the basic emotion that I have to take on. So can you imagine the spirits that are murdered and raped and just the sick things people do to people? I have to take each and every spirit on selflessly and help them. The problem is being with it so long to get the answers I need. That's the part that can damage me. And I've done that in the Savannah case. I've done that I did a few with Jennifer, and I had to stop with her because I noticed as soon as I did Jen's case, things shifted very quickly. Very, 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 very quickly. Sweet, sweet person. She just had so many things going on, and she was doing that all by herself. And I definitely know she was depressed. She felt so scared, and she felt so abused by that man. Savannah's case, I got marked up every day. It was just her energy being around me constantly because she wanted to be found. There are spirits that want to be found so badly that they will make it a point, once you start interacting with them, they're not letting go until you make it a point to say everything that they have said, and they want their message across. Some spirits will even call my mother, call my father. But the whole problem with that is mediums shouldn't do that unless they're asked to, because it can open a doorway to more anger and more pain for those people that are actually living. And we all, as mediums, try to avoid that. I mean, I do anyway. I can't speak for any other mediums, but I do. But a spirit, when they want to be found, Savannah was active. When I say active, she was so active from the first time I started working with her. We spoke the whole night, and that was my fault. I should have let go, you know, in the first hour with her. After I cut the video off from my first video, we were talking for the rest of the night. She came back, and that's my problem. Once they start talking, I feel so guilty for them that I keep going with them, even if I'm not on camera. Camera for me is not a big issue. I don't care about being on a platform. To me, that's not what mediumship is. So it's definitely can get to a point in a stage where it just gets dangerous. You have to step back. You have to relinquish all of your energy inwards, not just outwards. You have to change the way you think about things. Help them, but help them in small increments. Remember, this isn't a TV show. This isn't who's right and who's wrong, what medium's right and what medium's wrong. No, it's not. It's not anything like that. And the people that do think like that shouldn't think like that. I don't care who's right and who's wrong. I know what if a spirit speaks to me, I only say what they say, and I can't go on what everybody else says. I get so many messages. This medium said this, and this medium said this, but you got the more correct answer. I don't care about that. That's not for me. That's not a way I work. Each medium is shown different things for a purpose. How we perceive things is different. I had somebody ask me, how can a person be cold if they're past and if they're in heaven? What people don't understand is, when I speak in my videos, when I see them in my mind's eye, they're showing me things of how they felt when they were alive, and it's called a psychic impression. So that doesn't mean they're right now in that very moment. That's what they meant. No, you have to perceive it in a way that you have to bring it across that people are going to understand. There's so many questions I haven't answered, but I just wanted to get on here and just let everybody know I am recovering little by little. I'm hoping I get to 1,000%. I do have one more doctor's appointment to be safe. Like, not everything is supernatural. You can't constantly say, well, this is supernatural because this happened. And no, you have to think logically too. You can't always make it about being, you know, about the unknown. You have to really be on a basis of, okay, let's rule this out. Let's fix this. Let's do this. Let's do this. I mean, 2 months ago, was I this logic? No, nope. I was crying. I was a mess. I couldn't eat. I was sleeping for more than 20 minutes. I would be woken up with almost like, if you ever got shocked with a taser before, think of it that way, being woken up. I would get woken up in that sense of a feeling about every 30, 40 minutes. So I literally was getting broken down broken down to the point where it was like I couldn't fight back. I couldn't fight anymore. And I got to a point where my sister, she sat with me every single day to make sure I was waking and breathing and eating, make sure I was fed. My family, you know, just the greatness of support is so important. It really is. And that's where I am now. And I'm so grateful for her and all of my sisters, all of my family. I hid a lot of it from Caleb. I didn't want him to see me that way. It was tough, but I'm here, and it's a blessing, and that's how I see it. I'm blessed to have the prayers that I got from many. You know, you can only be grateful in things and of this type of situation. And that's all I can say really about it. I do my psychic workings and my readings. I do not do any spiritual work right now. I do lost people, you know, currently lost people, due to the fact that if you ask me to do something that's lost and I find out you knew that they were murdered, and I'm telling you I'm not doing any cases like that, and you make it a point to think it's okay to lie to me about it, I drop it. I will not help, because you're sacrificing my health and my energy at this point after that. And for people that don't care, I won't help. If you can't respect my health and my wishes at this given time, I won't help, period. And that's not me being cruel or mean, but if I've given this video and let people know that I've been sick, well, after that I won't help. So this is my video for today. I don't know when I'll be back on. Probably soon, I don't know. Probably for a tarot pull, or, you know, a tarot reading on somebody. That's really about it for now. On my Facebook, I do more on the Facebook as of right now. So I'll be probably doing a Facebook Live soon, for the tarot, or just something small, to ease back into just the smaller things. So I will see everybody soon, and I will be posting on my Facebook. And to those who I haven't answered back on Facebook, there are some that I'm going to answer back in the next few days, and there's some I'm not answering back at all because of them being affiliated with people that I do not associate with, for the reasons I'm sure that some people know. So this is my video. Thank you, everybody, and I will be back on probably just in a few weeks. I want to keep moving forward and not worrying about making videos and such, because for me, a lot of people live that way, and that's how they live off. Most people live off the platform of social media now and YouTube, and that's not me. So thank you, everybody, and I will see you in a few weeks.